What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. All I have to say is I tried. I really did try to fix the cluster in the Evo.
How do we get this low? You come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. When you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you.
Nope. So over it. I spent hours yesterday taking it apart, cleaning it, trying to figure it out. The cluster's just bad. It just doesn't work. The first time I took the cluster out to look at it, I kept second guessing myself if I really looked at it good enough. So yesterday I took everything out again, and I wanted to really inspect the PCB on the back. None of the connections looked like they were burnt. Some people told me to smell it too. It didn't smell burnt. The copper that makes contact with the two plugs that are in the back that you put the cluster into, they had a little bit of wear on them, but none of the wear went all the way through. None of the copper pieces were like delaminating and coming up. I was looking at all these reasons why a printed circuit board might lose its connections or stop working. I tried, you guys. I even looked up how to make your own cleaning solution, and I went in there and I was cleaning. I spent way too long on this. Point that I'm trying to make is that your girl tried, but I do have good news. I bought a new cluster from Tommy. The reason why I was motivated to look further into this cluster situation is because guess how much? Guess how much that cluster is? Hold up, not even this exact one, but a 300K blue Evo 6 cluster. Any guesses? I saw one listed on Japan auctions for $1,200. What? I had no idea this cluster was that expensive. And get this, I'm not 100% that it's real, but this isn't just a regular Evo 6 cluster. This is a Ralliart edition cluster. It has the Spirit of Competition and Ralliart on it, and the regular Evo 6 ones do not. It's just all blue, and that's it. If someone could help verify if this is actually a thing, that would be awesome. A lot of the verification process goes by just finding old magazines and seeing the part actually being for sale. And Tommy has a lot of those old Mitsubishi Ralliart magazines, but there's one that he said he does not have, and that's like this Ralliart Motorsports magazine or parts catalog, and maybe that's where this is listed in, because Tommy couldn't find any like log of it in the parts catalogs that he has. So if any of you guys know that this might be real or have seen photos of other cars with it, comment below and let me know. I'm just curious. I didn't buy this car because I thought it had some super rare cluster. It's just something I'm finding out now and looking into. When I took it apart, that's what makes me think this is genuine. When I took it apart, I took everything out of here, and this Spirit of Competition isn't a sticker. It's cut in in to the blue here, and it shines just like all the numbers around here do, and it's done the same way. So it's not something that was cut in after the fact. It's not a sticker that was just thrown over there. It's one entire piece. This isn't some cheap Ralliart sticker just thrown over there. I actually took the piece out, and that is made onto this one piece as well. So that's what makes me think this is real, which would be pretty cool. The fact that a regular Evo 6 cluster was $1,200 was a big motivation into me digging into this further. Good news is I bought a cluster from Tommy. He had a front clip for an Evo 5, and I just bought the cluster. So my solution is to just swap the circuit board or just swap the cluster faces into a working one. It'll work with an Evo 5 cluster. I don't need an Evo 6 one. And I'm honestly just curious if this is a real Ralliart cluster. If it is real, how rare is it? If you guys can do some digging and help me figure out if this thing is real or not, that would be super cool. And I think it'd be hilarious that Tommy basically gave it away, because he swapped the Evo 6 interior into here because he didn't want it anymore, and he wanted the 5 interior that came with this car. And I always say, like, this car having the Evo 6 interior was a huge selling point for me, because this is what I would have wanted to eventually do. Just look at this. Look at that. Look at that purple blue amazingness. I love it. Oh, let's see. What else we got going on at Evo? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jimmy for this dope air vent drink holder. Evos already have the cool ones here that go back in, but I can't use one because of my radar detector. And then this one, it doesn't have like adjustable size. So when I put my energy drink in there, it's usually like rattling around, and it just drives me crazy. And this one, boom, you can put this down and it holds your energy drink in like perfectly. It's also freakishly secure. I don't know how, but it is, and I trust it. Look at this. Boom. And like, I'm totally confident that's not gonna spill. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna rock it for a while. Thanks, Jimmy. Today I've been struggling with trying to think of what to do, because all the projects that I'm really excited about, I'm currently waiting for parts to arrive. You know, I think I need to switch it up. I think Evo, we've had a good little run here, getting it sorted more and more. Now I have the cluster coming in, and that's gonna be in probably in the next few days. I think Tommy sent it out today. So we're gonna let the Evo chill for a little while, and I'm gonna go talk to my other cars and see if there's something I can do. So we have the Corvette. Nothing really needs to be done that's that interesting right now. When we do confirm a track day, then I'll do a bolt check and probably oil change on the car. It did really suck that the Part Shop Max conversion spacers weren't actually conversion spacers. I'd be able to put different wheels on the car, work on fitment, and get that sorted. However, I have hubs being machined by Drift HQ that then I'm gonna do it the right way and have the actual hubs converted, which is safer than just putting on bolt-on conversion spacers. I may have the hubs back by next week, and then I can swap those on and fit some new wheels, which would be really exciting. And then the Z, maybe I'll work on the Z today. This car needs some attention. This car always makes me so happy when I get inside it. Look how pretty. How can you not be in a good mood when you see the aesthetics of this car? We got that Haalppp NRG steering wheel. Also, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway very soon with an NRG Haalppp wheel. So make sure you go follow Haalppp on Instagram, and you'll get the first updates for this giveaway. I've done most, if not all, of my drifting training so far with this wheel, and I absolutely love it. So I'm partnering with NRG to give one away to you guys, and not just the regular edition, but a special Haalppp edition. Yay! Okay, I just thought of something that I actually do want to get done on the 350Z. When I installed the underglow on this car, I thought it'd be fine just using the app. However, one time I went outside and noticed that the underglow was left on, even though when I left the car, it had turned off. So I just don't like the fact that it's directly wired to power. So I think I really should install a switch, like right, I don't know if you can see that, like an underglow switch right there. And that'd be a lot cooler too, so when I'm cruising down the road, if I just want to flash them on really fast, I don't have to get out my phone and then connect to Bluetooth and all this other stuff. Here we go. Here's another wiring video brought to you by Collete. Just as I'm complaining about how I have nothing to do, I just found more stuff to do. So I was in here, I was just about to start taking a look at the wiring for the underglow, and then I noticed my radiator's moving too much here. This is not good. I think before I just had it supported with a zip tie. This whole car in the front was previously wrecked. Either the zip tie or bracket broke, and I didn't notice it until right now. Then looking in here further, right here, I noticed that the lower radiator hose has a cut in it because it had so much movement and it was hitting the belts. Boom. At least I noticed it now, so I'll just call, see if I can get that part in today, and if I can, I'll throw that on. The car heard me complain and was like, haha, you don't have anything to do? I'll give you stuff to do. So here's my switch. This is the exact same one that I put in the Corvette. And for this, I'm gonna have the switch go to ground. So it's gonna be on the inside, connected to the grounding side of our wire, which I know this is so ghetto. But this is the ground, this is power. I just spliced into the actual harness that it came with, and that's how I had it set up originally with an inline fuse. But for the switch, we're just gonna take the ground wire right here, route this into the car, have the ground go here, and then this other one be grounded inside the car. So when the switch is on, it completes the ground circuit and then turns the underglow on, versus having the power wire come to the switch. That is how I'm gonna do it. And if you cannot tell, I've been tearing the Z apart to try and figure out what is the best way of routing everything on the inside to get over there. I'm gonna put the switch in one of these two areas where a switch should go. It'll be easy to access to driving. It'll be right there. Boom. Underglow. Boom. Back to driving. Underglow. Boom. Back to driving. There we go. I'm gonna route the wire down through there. Then it has to go up behind everything and then boom, come out there. All right, we got this piece out, and this is where I want to put the switch. And now I want to find another reason to have another switch for something. I'm gonna take this out, see how much more I can take it apart, drill a hole for the switch, put it back in, find a ground on here, and then finish connecting the wires to the actual switch. Okay, slight change of plan. So my circle switch will not fit on here because of how the back is, and I really like the fact that this will mount flush and perfectly into this piece, and then this piece goes perfectly back in there, and I think it's just gonna look the nicest. I found another switch. This one will fit right in there. It'll clear everything in the back and work perfect. This sounds way more satisfying to turn on anyway. Yeah. And this one doesn't have a light, so I don't have to worry about trying to find a 12-volt power source. here is my switch. Everything is clearanced and fits in the back. Now I can put this back in here. And there we go. I'm thinking for my short ground wire on the car, I'm thinking this will work. I just need to sand it down and make sure it'll be a good ground. But you can see in there, there's already a bolt there.
Makes sense, there's no reason why I have to fall back to you.
Look at the one I just did and not the ones I did before. I know these are really bad. I know. I'll redo them later. Just don't judge me. Alright, now the switch is fully wired up. I ended up using that like solder heat shrink connector, and then I put heat shrink over that as well, so it's just extra secure. First, I want to make sure it works. Fingers crossed. Hey. Hell yeah. Off. Off. And on. Hell yeah, y'all gonna see me rolling now. Now that the underglow is that much easier to just turn on and off, I'm definitely gonna use it way more often now. I'm gonna go ahead and secure everything here and up front, and be good to go. The sun went down, and I'm gonna end this video here because I told you guys that I'd be going live on my YouTube channel, so I need to run and do that, and then this video will be up tomorrow. But tomorrow will be today for you guys if you're watching it now, because I'm telling you this in the past, which was yesterday. Yeah. I'm really stoked now that I have my underglow switch right there. Boom. On, off, on, off. It's sick. I'm definitely going to use it a lot more now. I love underglow in this car, and I really just want to pick a time to put underglow on every single vehicle that I own. But for now, we got it on the Barbie car. There's weirdly been a lot of like little wiring things that I've had to do, so thanks to you guys for sticking with me. I've been waiting on parts. I hear that I might have some of these parts coming in over the next few days. I think we're going to the track soon as well, so hopefully do some track prep soon. Driving is my favorite part at the end of the day. I will see you guys in the next one.